And one of the things when we were talking about short sales is the homeowners associations, because when people don't really necessarily realize it, but almost the homeowners associations are more aggressive sometimes than the banks and make things more complicated than the banks at times. Even if your homeowners dues are only a few $100s a year, it is still a big deal.
Yeah, and that's something that I'm noticing a lot more this year than ever before, is that a lot of these HOAs, they're being more aggressive than these lenders. They're hiring law firms that are aggressive. They're going after these properties. They're taking, they're foreclosing on them, taking possession, renting them out, trying to recuperate whatever money they've lost. And in some cases, they're even defending the foreclosure so that they can hang on to the properties as long as possible so that they can basically collect rent more.
Actually, in the beginning, the homeowners associations, when everything was upside down and people weren't paying their dues, they didn't necessarily know what to do either. But now they've been educated, and now that they're educated, they're taking advantage of the situation too. So when you are upside down in your mortgage, it almost makes sense to make sure that you are not upside down, or not, that you're not behind in your homeowners association dues.
Yeah, that helps tremendously. I get a lot of short sales, and if the HOA dues are paid, or at least as current as possible, that helps tremendously, because that's just one less thing that we have to negotiate with the short sale.
Hammett, another thing that we were talking a little bit about, or that I wanted you to talk a little bit about, is the trend when it comes to short sales.
Yeah, this year, with prices and values coming up, I see a lot of people that, have a first and a second mortgage, whereas before they were underwater on both. But now, with values coming up, sometimes they're no longer under value on the first, but they are underwater on the second. So that actually makes things easier for us, because we don't have to negotiate on the first. We usually end up just ordering a full payoff that gets paid in full, and then we only have to negotiate the second mortgage. So it actually makes our job in completing a short sale easier. But that's something I'm noticing. It's happening a little bit more this year just due to the values coming up.
And the other thing that's a blessing that comes into all of this too is that because the trend is that it's going up, and that the law has been extended to January of 2017, it gives you another year to do it. And there's a lot of people out there that have really worked really hard to stay current with their mortgage or not be too far below. And that's another thing too. You don't really have to be behind in your mortgage in order to do a short sale, which was something that in the beginning that you had to do, but is not anything that you have to do today.
Right. As long as we can go in there and show that default is imminent, meaning, if they don't have to be late now, but if we could show that they're going to be late sometime in the future, we could still get a short sale done without them being late. A lot of those cases I see is where somebody's received a pink slip. They know they're going to lose their job, say in the next 30, 60 days. Mm-hmm. We can use that letter, show that to the short sale lender, say, hey, this is a hardship. Even though they're current now, 30, 60 days when they lose that income, that's when the hardship's going to begin. And we can get the short sale done now before that even happens.